Yeah, I'm being attacked. So when I'm being attacked heavily over a damn sun, moon, and stars, when I got a demon sitting up above my car, hitting me with a weapon in top of my damn head, I'm going to report it. Because if I pull a weapon out and shoot up there, up above that bitch, and try my damnness to hit the fucking gas tank, I don't want to hear no shit. Because you should have did your damn job. FAA, Popos. So I'm waiting on them to get on the line. They must be busy. Committing hate crimes. The government. Police. Committing hate crimes. 32 years they've been committing a hate crime. Nobody does shit about it. Now they're aiming weapons. And they think I'm gonna sit back and let them aim weapons at me like this is the fucking slavery days. Do a nigga any kind of way. Cut the feet off if they run. Bitch, you got me fucked up, government.
Just one moment.
Yeah, I have a mouth on me. You would too if somebody was hitting your ass with a weapon 24/7.
Tobacco is the single most important thing.
And ucking with you 32 years. It's time to let it go. Enough is enough. Because you ain't gonna win no damn way. You didn't win, because if you did win, you wouldn't be aiming weapons. And I wouldn't have to be calling the VA crisis line.
Thank you for calling the Veterans and Military Crisis Line. This is Carla. How can I help you?
Carla, you probably cannot help me. I've been dealing with this situation 6 years, 32 years in all. But the past 6 years, I've been being hit with weapons. And I'm trying to deal with it without having to go out and arm myself to defend myself. In other words, exercise my Second Amendment rights to defend myself. You know, I've been having to do that for 32 years, but I just wasn't expecting our own government and the police to send people to aim weapons that are, you know, that have caused me bodily injury. And they're hitting me with the weapons right now. So I'm just going through one of the things I go through when I'm being hit with weapons and reaching out to people, you know, to take my mind off of it instead of going out arming myself, which I can do, you know, because I do have my certificate of weapons. I received that in 2018. I know you have some questions for me because this is not the first time I've had to call. But to let you know, no, out of 67 years, almost 68, I've never had any intentions of harming myself or anyone. Everyone seems to want to harm me, you know. And I know why now, you know. I didn't know why 32 years ago, but I know why now, you know. And it's just something that they can't change and I can't either. Whatever our Father is doing, you know, and that's what it's all about. I'm not a criminal, I'm not a terrorist, and I'm not a protester. I need to also advise you that I am documenting things because if anything ever happened to me, I want the truth out there. And so I do share this information on my live that I'm on now on YouTube. So, because I don't have anything to hide, I'm just tired of them hitting me with weapons that are causing burns to my body and my veins swelling and my tonsils swelling. Government weapons. Lockheed Martin created one of them, which is the ray gun. You know, being a veteran, disabled veteran, I get paid for being cold. So, you know, they're radiating my body right now, so they got it full of heat. I'm sitting in my vehicle and I hear, because they're doing it via aircraft, a jets up above my vehicle, or the vehicle my sister that belongs to my sister. If you're wondering why I'm in a vehicle, it's because this last year I just refused to pay for another apartment or another place to stay to be tortured in, because that's what was happening the past 6 years. They're burning my feet, radiating my body, and I'm paying for you to torture me in places. I can't live comfortable in them, when people are aiming weapons inside my homes. So, unbeknownst to you, YouTube, because I don't give out. A while just to get on the phone, so I'm not gonna hold you long. I'm just document that.
Kathy, I'm happy to be able to speak with you though. And how often do you feel? Because I know it sounds like this is something that happens a lot. How often, say during the week, do you feel like you're safe? That you're not being bothered?
I'm never safe, to tell you the truth, because like I said, they aim weapons 24/7. Then I don't know, because I'm being hit with direct energy weapons, the ray gun, and electromagnetic radiation. And other people are too. It's a bunch of us TIs out here, and you can't go to the police because the police are involved. If that's, we've gone to the police only to find out, they're part of it. So. I just refuse to have anyone insult my intelligence or defame my character over something God is doing, which they found out in 1991. So that's why I say 32 years. Y'all don't know half the things they have done to me and my family, my son especially, in 32 years. It's just that the past 6 years I wasn't expecting my feet to be burned. Who's aiming a weapon in my place? So I just.
So it sounds like things have gotten worse over the last 6 years.
Oh yeah, they follow me everywhere I go. I moved from Dallas. I'm not ashamed. I don't lie about anything. I don't drink. I don't drug. I don't. I'm a healthy person for my age. I don't take any medicine. I don't have any reasons to lie on the police, my hometown, and the government, and especially God. That's why I'm posting things on my YouTube channels in case I do end up dead, because that is their intent. Because the weapons that, Lockheed Martin or that the Department of Defense oversees are killer weapons, And I'm just blessed that I can have you to call, because other people out here being hit with them, they don't have this advantage, and I get angry sometimes because, when you're hitting me at 5 o'clock in the morning and I'm in a car with the windows rolled up, and you're hitting me with a weapon that causes heat, you understand? And I'm waking up, my veins popping out, I'm sweating profusely. What are your intentions? To smother me in the car, America? Because you're not telling the truth? They have, trust me, they have done a lot to me, and by the grace of God, and because it's His will for my life. My will was court reporting, getting ready to graduate in 1995, and I share that evidence as well. That's why I'm not gonna allow them to make people think I'm crazy or something like that, because I'm not. I had my own business. They've done a lot of things to a veteran, our government, but run around here saying they care about veterans. No, apparently certain veterans. Because why are you aiming weapons at me over God, America? Why are you even invading my privacy? Because how do you know where to hit me on my feet if you're not looking in my homes? If you're not looking in the vehicle?
Are there circumstances or anything that you found that you can do so that you feel safe?
Well, since they're ray guns and direct energy weapons, that's heat. So if I had an ice pack or something, I would put an ice pack on it, to guard the ray gun, or the laser. In fact, my niece caught a guy while I was at the convenience store aiming a laser at me in the store. They were tearing me up in the store too. So another thing I do too is call Department of Defense, because like I said, if you're going to hit me with a weapon, I will give you a call, because you have no reason to hit me with a weapon. I'm a retiree. I would like to enjoy my retirement and get my groove on like you do when you work 50 years in this country, America. Stop playing with me and stop playing games, Instead, I got to guard myself from a bunch of hitmen that they got following me everywhere. And the FAA nor the police are doing anything about it. You go to the FAA. If you're being injured, it's a police problem. You go to the police. Well, we don't have any control over the air. Well, that's why I'm being forced to defend myself or exercise my Second Amendment rights, because I'm not going to continue to sit and let a bunch of people aim so many weapons at me 24/7. It's through God that I've been able to handle all of this. He's given me the strength and the anointing. If they want to lie to y'all, that's their privilege, but stop trying to kill me over my stuff, America, because you lying. I'm not going to tolerate it.
Do you feel when you're in a church building, or when you're...
I don't do church buildings.
Shelter?
Yeah, I don't do church. God is angry at the churches right now. If you didn't notice, a lot of things that y'all that we've been taught. I have some church people coming against me, to tell you the truth, ma'am. So this has been, when you're chosen, it's a lonely walk in Christ, because a lot of people don't understand spiritual things. And that's why I'm sharing with you guys on my channel what God rewarded me with, and why these people are out trying to take my life. I posted it on my Katie Gaddis. It's under Katie. It's not under my real name. It's under KATYGADD as in David IS, or daughter of Zion. In fact, I just posted one because I'm making them mad, because they're hitting me with a ray gun, burning my little toe. That's what they're doing now. A spot that they've chosen to hit, and my big toe. And they're hitting me with radiation, swelling. My veins swell really big, and I sweat a lot. And so I post a lot of them out here too, flying around in this neighborhood, which really, it's like Loveville over here, in this neighborhood that I grew up in the 50s. So that's where I park, because I feel safer there, Of course, the police don't bother me, but another thing, I was taking care of my sister. She's 70 now. She'll be 71 in September, who suffered a stroke, and they would hit me with the weapons while I'm taking care of her, because you never know when they're going to hit you. See, that's why we don't need a permit here in Texas. Did you know that? We no longer need permits to get a weapon. Because they know they have weapons out here that you're not going to see, but you're sure going to feel.
Yeah, gotcha.
You understand? I'm not sitting in my home, ma'am, burning my own feet. Okay? Getting paid twice a month. I get retirement and I get my VA disability. Now, I'm not sitting in my home trying to chill out like any other retiree, burning my own damn feet. That's ludicrous. Okay?
Right. I understand.
So I'm just, I have to call y'all, but if we had a number, when people out here trying to kill us, trust me, I would call their number, but they don't give us that privilege. because it's when it's the government and the police, of course they're not gonna, CIA and the FBI, of course we don't get a phone number to call for help. We go to the people who say they're going to serve and protect, but end up they're setting up and persecuting. I already had to forgive them for destroying my only child, drugging him and falsely accusing him. They had evidence, a videotape. I know what I pooped out. We know what who we give birth to. We know what they look like. So it's been, because they went after him. They found out, like I said, in 91, stealing my photo and my negatives. But God did something else in 2000. It probably was already done, but in 2005, he did something else. And they've been out here spraying the skies and everything else, doing everything. And now they're aiming weapons at me. And I'm just not going to tolerate it. Who would? The police know if somebody aimed a weapon at them, what they're going to do, aim back. So I wish they wouldn't insult my intelligence.
Right. Well, so, Miss Kathy, what do you do to stay safe? What do you do?
Well, I usually would have called DOD while I had you on the phone so you could hear me tell them, their operators, stop hitting me with your weapons. Because I don't fear them. The only person I fear is God. I'm almost 68. And they have sucked all my weight off. I just do a lot of things like even go live and encourage other TIs and share the word that the Lord give me to share and give them warning like I've been warning them. And that's why y'all are experiencing a lot of whirlwinds that they, call tornadoes. I don't know if you know how many y'all are getting right now because of their disobedience. Because one thing I don't do is play with God, and I don't play with the government. And I sure don't play with my life. If I'm not trying to take my life, I'm not going to allow someone else to do it. And then they trying to take my life over something that belongs to me. That's and they want to make people think I'm crazy. No, you're the crazy one, first of all, for disobeying God and interfering because you're trying to keep a lie going. I'm still here after 32 years of all the torture y'all have given me. I'm still alive. But if you want to aim weapons, that's another ball game. You're warring against me, so don't expect me to sit and say nothing when you're aiming weapons causing me bodily injury. Like I said, I'm not on no medicine and I don't take no medicine. Thank God for that for my age, 67. Anybody else probably on medicine. Young folks,
So do you feel like, and I know you said you're in your car now. Do you have any firearms or weapons in the car?
I have yet to arm myself, ma'am. I could have armed myself in 2018 when I got my certificate of weapons. But what I've been out here doing is trying to go through the right chain of command, to the police, making police reports. In fact, I did go get me a weapon when they burnt both of my feet. In 2019, I went and got me a laser, and only somebody that was following me around was jets, Cessnas, and helicopters, drones too. Everywhere I moved for the past, for years, okay? Since 2005 that I knew of. Now, this was in 2019 when they burnt my daggone feet, and I posted that too. Burnt both of my feet, the pain, God healed them where I could go and get some burn medicine and go to the VA emergency, but it's the principle. What are you trying to do?
Absolutely.
So I have come up with a lot of things since I've spoken to the VA psychiatry department, which they say they can't really help me. Talking is not going to solve the problem. What's going to solve the problem is if the criminal activity gets stopped. And if that's not going to get stopped, then that's kind of forcing me to go and bear arms. Right now, I'm just camping out. I say I'm camping out, because if you're gonna aim well, do it on the street, not allow me to pay for a place, for you to torture me in. And I can't even live comfortable because they even hit me in my private area, when I'm in the shower, every room I'm in. So I went ahead and put my sister in a nursing home, because when she had that stroke, it paralyzed her left side. She's left-handed. So I ended up taking care of her for 2 years because it's only her and I left, as sisters out of 4 sisters. And then we lost our mother a year and a half ago. And, the family I have is not very spiritual, okay? Mostly I have is nieces and nephews, okay? And cousins. A lot of my immediate family are deceased now, So at my age, So the only support I've had was God, to tell you the truth. He's the one who has kept me through his battle since he wrote it. Of course he's going to keep me fasting, praying, praising, worshiping. And when God sends people in my life, I share what the Lord has done. And, that's what I'm supposed to do. One of the things, I share what the Lord is doing so y'all can get y'all hearts in order with the Lord, So that's the whole thing that has kept me from hurting these people too, because I'm ex-military myself. I was a sergeant when I got out. But now I'm a soldier in God's army. But when they're hitting me with weapons, it get a little bit too much. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to go out and arm myself, but I need them to do their job. If they can't do their job, then ma'am, it's forcing me to go arm myself. And this is what the government and my hometown or my state is doing, forcing me to go arm myself to protect myself. These are killer weapons I'm being hit with. They could kill me any day. And not knowing when I'm going to be hit,
And do you ever see them? Do you ever see anybody that you...
Yes, ma'am. I just posted them out here in their aircraft. And if you see them get real bright red, then that's when they're aiming the weapon. This boy always come when I'm on the phone. What do you need, Al? Because I'm on the phone.
I'm sorry, baby. Can I sit this on the floorboard, Danny?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Kisses.
It's other people out here that see them, too. They know something's going on because when I moved here, all this air traffic wasn't here. I moved from Dallas to my hometown, Plano. They have been the main ones, my hometown police. They're the ones that set out in '96 to go after my son, falsely accused him. So I've had to really stand for injustice. They drugged him. I believe they have him under some type of mind control as well. There's been a lot of things they've done that I haven't had to, I just dealt with it. I was self-employed. I had my own cleaning business for about 16 years or so. That's why I refused to allow them to do the things that they're doing to me. I mean, it's going to be a fight because they picked the wrong Jones, okay? Yeah, they did because, I am anointed as well. God, I cannot help because like I told you, ma'am, my will was stenography, court reporting. I was getting ready to graduate in 1995. And I share that evidence with people because I like people to know sometimes our will is not God's will. But it doesn't mean you got to hit me with weapons because my faith doesn't align with your faith. You know what I'm saying? Come on, government.
Right.
That's wrong. Come on, hometown. What have I done to you? I don't need you to raise me up. You don't even have to recognize me because that's something God is doing. And
I want to thank you for your service.
Thank you.
And I'm sorry that you're experiencing what you're going through right now. So what helps you? What's going to keep you going? What's going to keep you safe today? What are your plans for the rest
I don't know.
of the day?
Just keep doing what I'm doing. I may even have to call y'all back later. I put off calling y'all for hours because I just try to, deal with it. But when they get to the point where they're really radiating my body so strongly and my veins, if I need to go to the doctor or call an ambulance or something, I know how to do that. I'm competent enough to do that. It's just after they've been hitting me with that for 3 years, so I'm kind of used to it and kind of know how to just deal with it, through God. He know they're hitting me with weapons, and that's why they been, they're costing other people lives and destruction from God's wrath. It's really sad. Y'all really don't know that the government is costing people God's wrath up on this earth. And it's really sad. I just shake my head, but I'm going to keep fighting. I'm going to keep standing for God's people because, it's for God's people. They just don't want to tell you that. Everybody's not going to believe me, but that's why I'm posting stuff. Because in case they kill me. I mean, they can go and erase it, but at least I'm getting it out there. Some people are watching,
Sure, absolutely.
Can't reach everybody, but no, you've done everything, and I'm going to let you go because I know y'all busy with other people who are trying to commit suicide. It's just that's not my case. I got people trying to kill me, but I appreciate y'all just letting me air this and get through it. They got off of me a little bit with the radiation, and they haven't burnt my toe, but as soon as I hang up, they'll start again because they're on the phone. Don't think they're not on my phone. Okay, they're on my phone. I found out who's orchestrating it out of the government, so they're definitely on my phone. Been on it since the 90s, so they hear the conversation because I'm not a liar. And if the police was doing their job, it would have been stopped, 5 years ago? Wouldn't be going into 6 years of my being hit with the weapons. But, when you're part of something and you got to obey the government, you rather obey the government than God, then, I feel for the people because it's causing God's wrath upon the earth. And that's why y'all are experiencing a lot of whirlwinds. And you can read that in Jeremiah 30, 23, 24, But thank you so much for hearing me out and having that ear to help me out deal with this. I appreciate you and have a blessed evening.
Yes, ma'am, you're welcome, and you have a good evening as well. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. I'm not playing with America. Now you want to burn my damn toe, huh? I know you how you do it. You've been doing it for so long. I know what you do. You better stop burning my foot before I call them back. Or better still, I'll call DOD. I would call DOD. Or I will get both of you on the phone because you're not going to play with my life. You're not going to deprive me from my life. You're not going to keep hitting me with weapons without me defending myself. Just like you just get the aim back at your ass. And don't think I don't know which direction it's coming from. Because as God's living epistle, He kept me hidden. He's not hiding me anymore. And you know it. You trying to hide me. That's why I just posted how the glory like the sun. That's why it's always here facing me, hovering around me. Even when it go down, it'll face this way. I want people to understand too, being a 67-year-old person, I've always had haters. God was teaching me how to deal with haters years ago. So if you think I don't know that this call that God has will for my life or purpose for my life, that I wasn't going to have haters, then you're just mistaken because it comes with haters. comes with hell. He tells us that in Luke 21 and other books, that we're going to be hated for his name's sake. So by me having his namesake, being an inheritor of Christ, which I am, whether people want to accept it or not, I cannot be responsible for your people lying to you. I'm not held responsible for that. Your people are. You have to answer to God, not me. And they can burn my toe, like God said, it may pain us, but it won't harm us. Because, see, he'll heal us. We just have to endure the pain, which I think I've done pretty good for 6 years. How much more are you going to do, America, in your cover-up? Why don't you allow people to have their own mind and make their own decisions in which way they want to go, and let people know God's written word is being fulfilled by a lot of us. I can only account for me and what God's shown me, at least 2 other women. I'm not sure if he's raising them up, but I'm sure if he's raising me up, he's raising them up, because we are in the latter days. Anywho, I gotta go. Y'all be blessed. Look up. And remember, God loves you. And I do too. I wouldn't be out here telling you the truth.